Alright ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Arma Reforger video. These are the top 10 maps you absolutely need to load up, whether you're rolling out with your squad or going low wolf into the wild. From lush forests, hidden bunkers to all out war zones, that'll test every inch of your combat skills. This list has it all, so lock and load, smash the like button and let's jump into the best Arma Reforger maps the community has cooked up. Alright, in no particular order, we have number 1, Anize. This is by Tampa and it comes in at a 1.79 gigabytes, 135,000 downloads, and it is insane. I play a Dark Crew conflict on here and it is basically, it's just Egypt, but the objectives can put round at these sort of like palace areas with high walls, old buildings you can go into. You might recognize some of the buildings from like Kunar province and things like that, and look at that. And it obviously wouldn't be an Egyptian map without the pyramids. And of course, you can go in them too. So we do have a massive zombie operation planned for this map. When PlayStation get mods, I think this is a perfect place to absolutely make them poo themselves. You've got the main area in the center of the pyramid, and you can even go up floors as well, but absolutely well made, good props. This is the actual map, and as you can tell, it is absolutely massive. So plenty to do on here, from rocky mountains, big cities and running rivers. This has it all. It's an awesome map and you can pretty much do anything you want on here. So that is Anize. Thoughts and opinions down below if you played this one or if you never even heard of it. Alright, and next up on the list is Bergamo. This is one of my favourites. We always come over here for zombie sort of operations. Here it is, comes in at just under a gig there, but it would make that up with these extra dependencies that you need for it. This is by Hein and he makes some awesome stuff. So getting into it, all these skyscrapers are destroyed. I don't think you can get up them as such, but a couple you can get into the lower floors. It's literally got a nuclear power plant sort of area, and he's wrote in there, whip for work in progress. This at night time with some red lights and a bit of fog and a couple of zombies in there is the stuff of nightmares. It is absolutely awesome. Ferris wheel, custom modded. A full fairground there. You got like construction areas. We even did a tsunami operation on here and it was so good. But that is just one part, the city, which is down here. You have all of this map. It is sort of a work in progress. Long roads, lots of forests. And then the odd thing hidden in the forests as well. You got this bridge in the middle. And I guess it's just like this for now, just to keep the map full. But if you needed to build somewhere like he is there, you could just remove trees and add extra bits. If you come out of the city, there is tunnels all filled with what is in his prop packs as well. So prop packs by Hein, you can actually get all these cars and things like that. Crossing over the river, zooming through, you got another tunnel. You're into this part. You got another town, construction area with a port, like a tanker area. There's even one of them out at sea, if you want to take some rib boats out there and do some sort of like Navy SEAL operation. So as you can see, there's still plenty to do on the map, but it's fully playable right now and really good. Even got an airfield back here. Alright, next up we have this epic Fallujah map. This is by Hein again, the same guy that did Bergamo, just map creation is next level. There you go, just less than a gigabyte. And it's got these dependencies. So jumping in, you got these really long highways that run straight through the center of the city like Fallujah does. This is the map. And then going through your massive road with all construction sites, big towers, mountains in the distance for you to look at, just places you can use for epic war zones. Equipped with sound effects for immersion. You've got train stations, beautiful rivers, mountains, and little areas that you can assault. And if you want to stay out of the way of the city, you've got a massive military area over here. So this is a brilliant place to start your operations and get everyone set up. As well for the operations, you've got a place for your planes there, helicopters down there, and also, with no effort at all, a place to do your briefings. So everyone can come in, sit down, and they've got their stage set up there. Perfect for your meal sims, very low effort in the way that you don't have to set anything up yourself. And if we go to the other corner, we've got Osama's compound. We did a full Zero Dark 30 operation and went and got him out. We know it's in Pakistan, but you've got a bit of the map, why not use it? Alright, and that's Fallujah by Hein. Alright, a little bit of a smaller map for you. This is Worthy Islands. This is by Chewy, and it is 1.47 gigabytes, and it's also got no dependencies. So quite small in size, but as you can see from around it, it's got some military areas, good little coastal roads, port areas. This road and these bridges that connect all the islands together are pretty sick. As well as a massive airport. And if you've got the carrier mod on, this is a sick place to put it. Well, anywhere on the map really, because it is a water map. You've got a castle on top of the hill. A bit of a tricky climb. Amazing to have people hold out up there and having the rest to push. As well as this mountain over here as well next to the airfield. You've got pillboxes outside. A big entrance. And then when you get inside, it is literally a full military compound. A brilliant place to storm. Including its own rocket silo bay. So you could build something in there and have that set up as an operation. But yeah, Worthy Islands by Chewy. There you go. Sick map. Alright, and here we have Kunar Province. This is Afghanistan, and this is by Kiok. So this only comes in at 625 megabytes with an armor terrain dependency there, which is nearly 2 gig. But this map has been here since the dawn of Arma Reforger. I think it's just about been on here as long as ever on. It got on here pretty quick and was one of the first modded maps. But loads of stuff has been added to this place. This is Fob, Michigan, and this is where everybody uses to set up the spawns usually. Comes with its own sort of kill house areas as well, if you're bored. Equipped with targets. Got a river leading all the way down this road, and you've got military outposts on the hills. Plenty of built up areas, a lot of places with fields and farms and things like that. And I think all these buildings are straight out of Arma 2, the Takistan stuff. Re-imported for Arma Reforger. More military bases. And a road pretty much leading around the whole map. Plenty to do on here. And stuff being added all of the time. Looking for a bit of mountain warfare in Afghanistan? This is your place. Alright, and this absolute whopper, as you can see, I've got the 25k view distance mod on as well, so we can see the whole map. Simonitra, Whoosh, here it is by Castburn. Nearly 6 gigabytes, and it's got these dependencies as well. So, massive. You probably would have seen it from WCS, Conflict, Darkroot Conflict. It is massive, but plenty of places to have your wars on. Absolutely huge airfield on this side of the island. This is the actual map for it. And this is like the work inside, and this is like the work in progress side. So as you go across, you can just see it. Perfect for the Ukraine sort of operations. Just fields, trees, farmland, as well as the bigger cities as well. If you block of flats as well, you can get onto the roofs. Equipped with its own football pitch, like tennis courts. Olympic running track. You got full like water treatment plants and docks area. The river following it down here. It is an absolutely insanely detailed map, so if you can spare the gigabytes, I would. If you come over to the port over here, I'll show you a little secret. If you go here on the map, this goes underneath. So you can approach this by rib boat and do like a special forces operation. And you sneak in and raid this facility here, which is a military barracks basically. You can also get in from the top, and there's a little pillbox shooting hole there. Alright, you've got all these little sections in here as well, so this is a brilliant place on its own, to be honest. But plenty to do, plenty of military operations to be had on there, or any sort of operation really. Like I said, it's just a bit hefty on the gigabyte size. So you've got its own island out there. That looks like a perfect Alcatraz, actually. I didn't notice this before, but I think that is Alcatraz. So you've got the tower. I'm getting operation ideas as well. I didn't know that was on there. Alcatraz in there would be sick. And look at this over here, like a full train network. Must have taken ages to build this map. And it goes on. You can get a working train, an Arma Reforger. There's so much like opportunity you can do with that. Goes around the whole island to train tracks. Yeah, me looking at this map now, a lot of effort has gone into this, so you should definitely check it out. Alright, on to the next. Alright, coming into 7th place, you might recognise this lovely area of Northwest Airfield of Chernobyl, but this is obviously on Reforge, so coming up to nearly 4GB with railway generator dependency as well, and it's had 335,000 downloads as well, which should tell you all you need to know. It has been a while in the making, but most of it is redone in the beautiful Infusion engine, so obviously it looks a million times better than standalone. And obviously Arma 3, which is where I played the absolute hell out of this map, it is absolutely legendary. Of course, you got Novi and Starry Sobor as well. Legendary places. There's the Big Red. You've even got the little military camp up here. The only thing about this one, I think you've got even Green Mountain actually. This is the overall map, so obviously Cherno. Big Green Mountain. You've got Zelenogorsk. It was the coast that was not done. It was taken a while, which is actually where Electro, Cherno and all the main places are. But as you can see, it's got buildings on it now, so they are still progressing with the map. So it will be amazing to see this thing finished. It's a bit missing at the coast, but most of the inland is done that you can go and play. But as you can see, plenty to do on it anyway. Let me know your thoughts in the comments about this, Cherno. I love it. Favourite map. What I do want to see on here is Tanoa. I would love to see Arma 3 Tanoa in Reforger's new engine. Alright, and what we've got here is Musclo. It's not been modified since end of 2024, so I hope we don't get an update that will see us lose this map forever if the guy's not actually doing it anymore. So here it is. Nearly 600 megabytes. You got a couple of dependencies there which might take it up a few gig, but it's based on a real location as it was in the mid-90s. This is by Puck, and yeah, it's an awesome map. You've got really built up areas. I say coming into here and taking down loads of enemy forces is fun as hell. You can have some proper wars in there and a proper CQB environment. You got these little islands connecting each other. And when I do operations, I usually have to spawn at this little private airfield from over here. But if you head over to the industrial areas, this place is good to have a war. Lots of places to take cover, but very open. And these big factory sites, these industrial sites, these factories are humongous, and you can get in them. Multiple levels, lots to clear out. And have a mental firefight in there. See this over here. A couple of choo-choo trains. Got a completely separate island over here, basically. A couple of factories. More built up areas. Yeah, it's a good map. Lots to do. That is Musclo. And alright guys and girls, here we have Asadabad. It is back. I don't know if it went anywhere in the first place, but this is called Remastered. This is by Taito Mass. And a contributor Cookie Moss. 3.15 gigabytes, an Arma Terrain core, which I think is nearly 2. Yep. So you're looking at a good 5 gigabyte here, but maybe worth it. It's up to you to decide. We used this for a big lone survivor operation where we had a server hunt about 4 of us across the map, and we had to try and make it to a military base. As you can see, if you're looking for a mountain map, this is the one. Just rocky terrain with like settlements and things hidden in all of the behind all the mountains. Got a base there you can use. I think there's tunnels, yep, through the sides of the mountain. Dodgy roads, do not fall off there. And if you find the big lake in the middle, yep, this is the one. And you pop into here, you have an absolutely massive cave. Like, let me spawn a man in. Look at this area in here. You can fortify the hell out of this. We have multiple times and just have an absolute war. Goes all the way through there. Got a bit that goes through that side. We've also got the bit that goes out the back. You can walk through the whole thing too. So that's why I picked this one. Caves, mountains. Yeah, proper Afghanistan. So that is Assadabad with some key points as well. Alright, and I wanted to bring a new map in for this, for the 10th and final one. This is Norway. It is brand new in April. We're still in April. It's by a dude called Your Local Homie. 650 megabytes. Quite a few dependencies, but they're not massive. So still quite a small map. But as you can tell by these bits here, if you see stuff like that, it just means he's got the actual satellite imagery on the map. So when you create a map, you generally put the satellite imagery of the place, and then you sort of make it yourself. So that'll all look more normal after you take it off and add all the actual grass and things like this. This is Norway. Like I said, it's a new one. It's a work in progress. I thought I would just mention it as looks pretty good to have a Norwegian map on here. And you've got obviously like a constant asset. You've got the HMS Adelaide in there, and because it's a dependency, submarines and stuff like that, this little old boat on the map, which means he's just used it on there. So there you go. You got a tanker out there, a little town, more industrial sort of area, a little mound like a bunker. And yeah, these proper little Norwegian houses down here. Looks pretty cool. Looks like he's working on maybe... He's got a dam. He's probably working on a waterfall or whatever as well. He's probably just got to try and figure out how to make that water run over there as such. But, yeah, another HMS Adelaide over there. Ah, this is like a destroyed town. Anarchy on the buildings. There's that little boat, look, in a bridge there. A bit of a spooky horror town over there. I thought I'd just give that a mention. I've not been on this myself, so that's me looking around there as well for the first time. Looks like this is going to be, or is, the current airfield. Looks like I'll have to tarmac all this off and shit, but Norway, number 10. Alright guys, and there you have it. That is 10 maps in Reforger. There were so many. I'm already 5 or 6 parts into part 2 for this, and you all enjoyed the top 10 mods for immersion so much as well. So I'm going to plan on doing a weapons one, a vehicle one, aircraft one. I'm already starting on the list for that. So make sure you are subscribed and you like the video as well, so I know that you like this sort of content. And we'll start bringing out maybe every week or every couple of weeks a top 10 list that will probably help you learn about some more stuff that Arma has to offer, and I'll be able to make videos on it in the future that constantly updates them lists. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Do appreciate you. We'll catch you next one. Peace out.